Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Billie Holiday.
Reporters keep asking me, Billie, why you do the things you do? This is what I tell them. I love me. We love you.
Sure, you know the music of Billie Holiday, and maybe you've heard about her story.
Which one of my songs is your favorite song?
Strange Fruit.
Yeah, it's a song about important things, you know. Things that are going on in the country.
Well, get ready for the untold version. It's all in Lee Daniels' latest, The United States versus Billie Holiday.
I think we should integrate the audience for this show. Let's change it up a little bit. You know, blacks and whites sitting together.
In it, Andra Day brilliantly portrays the icon and is supported by an all-star cast. How you guys doing?
So good.
Hi.
And when the movie ended, I just sat with myself and with my thoughts. What I kind of came up with is that when a movie is good, at minimum it entertains. But I think when a film is spectacular, it captures a sentiment in ways that I think sometimes words can't. I know nothing about acting, like zero, but I would have to imagine that you walk away from this one different than you were when you started it.
Well, absolutely. I think the whole process of it. I think it was really such a learning experience, you know, even being a fan of Billie Holiday, I didn't know all of this story. And I don't think anybody really did. And what she had to go through and the fight that she had. And it was a really powerful project, even being there with the cast. I think we all felt that way. We're all like family, so it was really something special.
There was a lot that I learned, which is one of the greatest things you can ask for any experience.
Tyler, what about you?
We very much were aware that we were telling a story that if we didn't tell right, we would fail not only ourselves, but those who came before us and actually lived it. And, you know, that's that good stress that you hear people talk about.
There was one line of yours, Trevante, I wrote down. It made me cry. You said, she's made something of her life and you can't take it away because she's strong, she's beautiful, and she's black. I could see like you behind that line, not just your character. Yeah. I'd love to know what was in your head at that moment.
Well, yeah, I mean, for me, Billie Holiday represents my mother, my grandmother, all the strong, so that line in specific was really me, you know, speaking about my mom, speaking about my grandmother, you know what I mean, digging the people who made me who I am, you know what I mean, that's really what that line was for me. So I'm appreciative that you receive it that way.
I feel you're gonna make me cry my fake lashes off right now. And also we have to talk about Andra because I Googled in the middle of the movie, is this really her voice? Like, can you guys just tell me about what it was like even just watching that? That had to have been wild.
How much time you got?
Yeah. That's the answer.
Give her all of the awards.
She's it's like a force of nature. I don't know, and you know, she took on her voice and everything, and even in her talking, in her speech, it was amazing to watch. She was in there the whole time. I mean, it was something else. Seeing it on screen, but actually being there was really was captivating.
When your characters were on screen, I was like, more. I want more.
It wasn't hard to do because when Davine and I connected along with Andra, it was just such. It felt divine. It felt divine, and so I think that is what showed up on camera, which is why it may come across as like, oh, those are the scene stealers. But what it is this literally three people having basically a human experience on camera at this point, you know, because it didn't feel like we had to act.
Let's just have fun for a second. Let's say you're in a bar, you're in a jazz club, or wherever you may be, and Billie Holiday is right there, and you get to ask her anything. What do you need to know?
Do you need anything? Because I think that was part of the like sadness that was that film, is that not enough people asked her if she needed anything.
Yeah.
Do you need something? Are you good?
I would ask her, do you feel it was worth it?
I would add on to that by asking all of them, did they know what, by making the choices and decisions that they made, did they know the impact that they have had on the world, but especially on the Black culture as a whole, and what they would then impart and charge us with now, here and now.
Just last question, I do have to ask about your mom. Normally I wouldn't, but obviously she made her film debut playing Billie Holiday. What did you say when you told her that you were attached to the project?
I mean, she loved it. You know, it's been part of our family forever. So it's, you know, it feels for her, I'm sure she feels very connected to it, you know.
I'm still trying to get adopted by your family. I love all of it. Our first time meeting, but I love your mom.
She's the best.
I'm available for the holidays. I'm a good dinner
Come
guest.
on over.